Will the Bike Riders movie spark a new generation of people wanting to join motorcycle clubs? Their story being based on the Outlaws MC of Chicago with patches that are identical, and the president of the club, played by Tom Hardy, really gives a Marlon Brando kind of vibe, and Austin Butler gives me a Jax Teller kind of vibe. If you know anything about MC culture, there's many motorcycle club members that ride diners and join clubs to this day for their love of Jax Teller. Will the Bike Riders movie make motorcycle club membership rise? Are some of the things that you see in the previews real outlaw lifestyle? Let's get into it. Big shout to the ghosts and the ghost sets. Welcome to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture, where we cover everything motorcycle and motorcycle club involved. I'm Sos the Ghost. I'm your host for the evening. I usually don't talk about movies and stuff like that because unfortunately in MC culture, we don't have much to talk about. Everything is from the 60s and back in the days, or Sons of Anarchy, Mayan, stuff like that. None of it is movies, but this one is very interesting because of its ties with the legendary Outlaws Motorcycle Club. So let me know in the comments, are you excited for the Bike Riders movie? Do you think this is gonna be finally our version of the Goodfellas of MC culture? I feel like the Mafia has all the coolest movies, and MC culture we never really had in this era are Goodfellas, our Casino. You know, those caliber of movies. It's time for some box office about MC culture. But will this movie execute that? My gut is telling me they put the actors in place to take a swing at it. If you look at the patches of the Vandals, the motorcycle club that they depict in this movie, the real life 1% club, the Outlaws MC, the parallels are amazing. They're identical. It looks like they're really paying attention to detail with the patches and everything. You see the patches on the chest. I'm not gonna lie, the fact that it's about the 60s kind of gives me that feel like we could have did so much more. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. But something tells me it will be decent. I would have rather it been something about this era. So Norman Reedus, I watched one episode of The Walking Dead and I didn't like it. But seeing the interview with Norman Reedus and seeing that he really paid so much attention to detail with the messed up teeth and the more savage look, I think it's cool. I heard in the interview it was his idea. He walked around with the teeth, went to Target and different places to get used to talking with them. Little nuance like that can make a film amazing. So I think that's a good telltale sign. And did anybody catch how much he looks like Outlaws legend Harry Taco Bowman? If you put their pictures side to side, you could see the resemblance. Harry Taco Bowman would have been the better main character than the Hollywood look, and I think Norman Reedus could have pulled it off. Tom Hardy is a dope actor, so I know he's gonna pull it off. One thing I noticed right away from the preview though, that's kind of weird about Tom Hardy, not him as a person, but I mean in reference to the club angle of it, the president always rides at the front of the pack. So he's in the front of the pack with a plain vest and no colors. If you know about MC culture, you wouldn't see that. Not saying that there's not days where presidents wouldn't just wear a tee with the club's insignia, but most 1% clubs, if you're on your bike, you're supposed to have your cut on. There are exceptions, you know, if there's a couple of y'all, but if you're riding as a pack, that doesn't really go down. Also, in the preview, you see the clubhouse is getting burned down. And since this scene takes place in Chicago, it looks like they're taking bits and pieces of history, like the war between the Outlaws and the Hells Angels with the bombings and all that stuff that went on. These scenarios played out in real life. Mel Chancey, the former Hells Angels president, talked about how crazy it was in the war between the Angels and the Outlaws back then. I wish clubs would give the okay to tell their story without fictional clubs like the Hells Angels did back in the days. I mean, it worked out good for them. Let me know what you think about that. I know there's a lot of things that they want to keep secret, But I mean, if you're wearing the same patches, damn near, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, I get that you can't incriminate yourself, but why not do what the Hells Angels did in Hells Angels on Wheels? Ride around with pretty girls, drink and fight. It doesn't have to be incriminating. Instead of the only time your club is seen in the mainstream is them painting you as a monster. I don't get that part. I mean, I know some club members that like that and makes them feel tough. I get it. But I'm going to try to get out there and watch the movie, but I will not watch it the first day with the normies on a Friday with all the craziness, waiting on lines. I'm not doing the concert line to watch a movie. But someone left a comment that's very important, so I want to touch on this. It's from Crimson Raven 51. It says, hey, the new movie The Bike Riders will be out soon. Some of their publicity merchandise includes the black denim vest with a rocker, vandals on the top, and the image of a skull underneath. Some guys need to be advised that wearing this, unlike the fictitious Sons of Anarchy patch, could cause confrontation. So let me break down how this is even less of an exaggeration than, other videos that we've talked about with Sons of Anarchy patches, vests, getting people in situations. This Vandals vest has a 1% diamond on it. And that 1% diamond looks exactly like the Outlaws MC diamond. This is something that when the merch starts coming out, you do not want to wear this. If you're going to buy it, and I'm not saying don't support the movie. If you want to buy it, frame it, whatever, put it as a prop in your set, whatever it is, something that you like, do that. But do not lose yourself to the extent where you're going to wear this cut, jump on a bike, and act like you're in an outlaw motorcycle club. It's going to cause undue tension. A lot of people don't care about this type of stuff, but you'll find that one guy with a bug up his ass that will come up to you and confront you. So it happened a lot over the Sons of Anarchy stuff. Not a lot, but it's happened, in recent history where people got approached for wearing these vests. I never heard it too much about the Mayans, but it wasn't as popular as Sons of Anarchy was. But this movie, who knows how big it gets, how popular it gets. People might not like the fact that you're riding around with a diamond on your chest. So I'm just telling you, if you're watching this right now, do not wear this on a bike, running around, or go to a bike rally wearing this. If you like the movie, get a t-shirt, a hoodie, that type of stuff, and you can support that way. But wearing an actual diamond on your chest, a 1% diamond patch, is going to cause a lot of problems with other motorcycle clubs. We got the new Demons Row sunglasses out now. They only been out a couple of days. They got the bandana on the side. I appreciate everybody who's purchased already. It's crazy how I just put some out and like a whole bunch of people buy. I love y'all for that. I got another video. It'll be linked above. And thank you for tuning in to Demons Row TV, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. No, yeah, we ghosting, baby.
Oh.